It's time for a cup of coffee with Will and Chris at Slumberland Furniture. From Slumberland Furniture in Osage Beach, here are your hosts, William Holtz and Chris Schneider.
What's going on, everybody? Wow, Will, Uncle Chris, back at it for another cup of coffee right here at Slumberland at the lake. This week, we got an update on the Osage Nation development.
The casino possibility?
Yeah, I talked with Chairman of the Missouri Gaming Commission, Mike Lira, and he gave us some clarity. Also got some comments from Mayor Newberry on that. Also, crazy local story, man, burning his girlfriend's house. Just nuts. We'll tell you about that. Also, small business already in existence. Maybe you're coming to the lake with a small business wondering what can Lake TV do for you. We'll tell you a little bit about that. Also, we're going to have Casey Cloak, Camdenton Executive Director for the Chamber of Commerce. We're going to talk a little bit about a big upcoming event the Chamber has next weekend. Pretty excited about that. Super Bowl Sunday. You watched, right?
Yeah, I did.
We'll talk about that. And I told you about it last week. We didn't get to fit it in, but this week you're going to get to see me crying, Uncle Chris, as I show you a piece of art that has my emotions moving. That and a whole lot more on this week's show after this from my man, Daryl.
Hey everyone, Daryl Cunningham with Slumberland Furniture at the Lake. We're right in the middle of our President's Day sale here. And what's that mean for you? You get 25% off all Slumberland low prices, and we can do 60-month interest-free financing. That's right, you get the discount and interest-free financing. Other places don't give you that. Come see us at Slumberland Furniture at the Lake, where we're bringing happy home.
Man, Daryl's cool as the other side of
He's
the pillow.
greatness, yeah.
Speaking of pillows, they got all of those on sale right now for
Got one
the
right here,
President's
man.
Day sale. Yeah, I got one too, but I'm not as limber as this guy. I can't pull it back. I might pull something. All right, so we told you guys last week, we kind of addressed the Osage Nation. They had put out the bid for demolition on their property.
Yeah.
And I was looking for some updates, and the person I thought would be most reliable, Chairman of the Missouri Gaming Commission, Mike Lear. We showed you a few clips, what he had to say back in November. Well, he has given us an update, Chris, so I'm going to read what he says. Again, this is Mike Lear, who's the chairman of the Missouri Gaming Commission, and he says, as I understand, the Osage tribe has applied to the U.S. Department of Interior to put their property into trust and request a Class II casino license. He says, we believe a Class II license would authorize bingo and a possibility of limited number of table games. It still requires state and local approval of some sort. He said at this point, the Missouri Gaming Commission is not involved in any of the discussions regarding such matters. As more information comes to our attention, we'll review and be happy to share. And I said, thank you so much. And he said, oh, one other thing, the Osage tribe did not need to go to the Department of Interior to operate casino at that location. They could have applied directly to the Missouri Gaming Commission if that's all they intended to do. So as we thought maybe, I'm going to play it slow, Mike Lear kind of confirmed. He said, so as everyone believes, it's likely the first step of chipping away for a full casino operation. They didn't even need to go to the Department of Interior yet. He said they could have just applied with us. They didn't for a Class II, which is smaller, only a few table games, bingo, things of that sort. He said so he fully believes that they're looking for a full-fledged operational casino. So playing it slow a little bit, which is probably the wise thing. We touched on that last week. And then I did also ask Lake Ozark Mayor Dennis Newberry, been very involved, and he says that he has met with the Osage Nation multiple times over the past few months, and he can tell you Osage Nation is very optimistic of their plans to become part of our community. He said, it's apparent to me they've been doing their due diligence for some time, and they'll be proceeding with their plans expeditiously. In an effort to be transparent and share some of the concerns with Osage Nation on behalf of our community, he asked Bagnell Dam Association of Realtors to put a task force together to share some data with the Osage Nation. He said, we plan to meet representatives this week to have further discussion regarding those topics. He said, I look forward to giving you further updates as we learn more about the progression, which I think is a great idea as far as trying to get that local and that state on board Mayor Newberry says, let's get the board of directors with the realtors to put together a task force. That way we can help them understand some of our concerns, some of the things we're worried about. And so I think that everybody's kind of on board, it looks like, and trying to help them move forward. But it is interesting that they did go to the Department of Interior for Class 2, which basically confirms they're doing the slow play, trying to come in, win everybody over. They could do a restaurant, they could do lodging, they could even have table games and bingo. But with including the Department of Interior, it looks like the full-fledged casino is definitely in their plans, and they're not slowing down.
Well, and they're doing this very wisely. And as we mentioned on a previous Cup of Coffee show, they're not hurting for money, right? They're swimming in money, so they don't have to get this done anytime soon to, be able to stay in business and stuff. They can go, hey, if it takes 5 years, fine. If it takes 10 years, fine. But we're going to do this in a slow, solid way where it can't, where we can't be somebody come back on us and kind of blackmail us,
right,
which is what happens in these things. Government tends to do that to you in business. We decided you need to do this, or we're just going to put you out of business.
Sure.
So if they do it right, set all the bricks up right, play the public relations right, they're going to get this done.
Yeah, and it might be a ways, but you're seeing the small moves to make it happen and come to fruition. Now, when you say Osage Nation has money, they really do have money. I'm talking like Uncle Chris type money, just throwing $1,000 bills around, So pretty cool. We'll keep you guys updated on that. But we thought it was important because there's so much uncertainty locally. Like everyone's like, oh, there's a casino, it's going to ruin the lake. There's so much speculation. But the facts are the facts. We got them from Mike Lira, the chairman of the Missouri Gaming Commission. Of course, nice to have some comments from our local mayor, Dennis Newberry, with Lake Ozark. Okay, weird story. Like this last year, 2021 was filled with crazy headlines, and 22's kind of been slow as far as that's concerned. Well, that changes as there's been a man charged with burning his girlfriend's house.
Yeah, how about that? A Dixon man, he's facing felony charges. Authorities say he harassed his on-again, off-again girlfriend, then set fire to her house, right? So guy's name is Corey Nelson, charged with first-degree harassment and second-degree arson in connection with a series of events that took place, and this was all in Iberia. Late January. Nelson and his girlfriend, they have a child. They were involved in an argument over the phone, text, and that evening authorities say Nelson texted his mom, right?
This is where it gets crazy.
Yeah, this is where it's like soap opera stuff. So he texts his mom, and he tells his mom she's dead, right? I mean, that's pretty scary. And I'm on the way. The mom reportedly replied, no, it's not worth it. They'll put the child in foster care. Is that what you want? One dead and one person in prison, leave it alone. So the mom knew how serious this was,
right?
Apparently. And authorities say they've got some video footage of this Nelson guy go into the house in his car. Somebody gets out of the car, goes into the house, comes out a few minutes later, and then a couple minutes later, it's engulfed in fire.
Wow.
Right? So sounds like they've, all this is evidence at this point, but it sounds like they've got a pretty strong case. This guy's currently being held in the Miller County Jail. So pretty sad stuff, pretty scary stuff.
Yeah, very scary, very serious. It also, I saw, it said he was arrested initially on charges of harassment and was found in possession of drugs and a pistol, authorities say. So it's clear that the intentions here weren't pure. And so he is, like you said, currently in Miller County Jail. Kind of a scary story. All right, so our next headline is not really a headline at all. It's just to share with you guys watching a little bit about what Lake TV can do for your small business. Now, Chris, we work with hundreds of local businesses across the area, and some of the things we can do are video production, graphic design. We can help with your social media management, page creation, but what's really cool is some of our content and local event sponsorships. I'll let you touch on some of those. We got so much great local content, so many great local events, and we can brand your business through all of them.
Yeah, it's like, you've got amazing shows, kind of like this, Cup of Coffee. We do a show every week, and our focus is on the lake. I mean, Casey Cloak today with the Camdenton Chamber of Commerce talking about the Expo, got the Polar Plunge coming up, and Lake TV is a big part of all that. But then we do shows along with this one like What's Burning with KB, right? Kevin Burns has been in this market for over 20 years. He's been a huge radio star. So when he decided not to do radio, we asked him if he wanted to do a TV show, and it is named the best news show in the state of Missouri, right?
Boom, baby.
7 in the morning, 5 in the afternoon, 11 at night, and it's greatness. And he does a lot of local stuff, a lot of local stuff in the community, whether it's just fun and events and stuff.
True History with Bill Paisley or Jim Paisley. You've got On the Trail with Bill Mulder.
Yep.
I mean, so many cool things. Furry Friends, Safe Gun training with Iron Eagle Tactical. I mean, the cool thing is almost everything from local high school sports, the Shootout, Aquapalooza, local parades. They're all events we love to brand your business in, get your message to the locals. And so we're here for all you small businesses, big businesses, medium-sized businesses, and we're ready to roll up our sleeves and go to work for you guys. Our team is growing, and we just want to let you know that Lake TV is all about our local businesses here at Lake of the Ozarks, and we'd love to work with you guys. So if you want to get a hold of us, just shoot us an email at info@mylaketv, and we'll be happy to get back with you. But man, I'm telling you, it was a big 2021 for our team as we grow, and we're looking to add some more partners to our customer list, because let's be honest, we do some good work for them, and man, we have the best partners at the lake.
Oh, we do. And just in the last couple of years, I think the lake has grown a lot, but so has Lake TV. I mean, we've kind of grown along with it, and a lot of the local businesses have noticed that. Of course, we're doing a lot more than we used to with all these shows, like the Community Spotlight show. We talk to local business leaders or nonprofit leaders. Well, some businesses have seen the power of that, and they have sponsored that show. It's just been a huge thing. So it's just kind of Lake TV working hand in hand with the lake.
We kind of say we like to not create marketing and advertising. We like to create good content while branding who you are, your message with your products and services in an entertaining way, and we do it like nobody else. Speaking of one of the coolest shows coming up, you have a big series, the Shore Family Football Legacy with Bob and Jeff Shore. It's like 6 or 7 parts, right?
It's 7 parts, yeah.
Wow.
So we have Jeff Shore, who's the head coach at Camdenton, and his dad, Bob Shore. Now, Bob took over the Camdenton job in 1975. So it's been almost 50 years of the Shore family legacy running the football program at Camdenton. So in this series, we start way back in 1975 when Bob took over the program. He came in 75. They went to their first state championship game in 77.
Well, we don't want to ruin it. Don't tell too much here.
Great,
7-part series. The first part you can see this week on the Community Spotlight. We're going to show you a little teaser, and then after that, when we come back from that, we're going to be joined by Casey Cloak, Executive Director for the Camdenton Chamber of Commerce.
Welcome to Lake TV's Community Spotlight Show presented by COMC, Central Ozarks Medical Center. And we've got something special for you today. This is a series of programs, actually. It's more than one show. It's the Shore Family Football Legacy. So we've got Jeff Shore, Bob Shore, Coach Shores from the last, I don't know, how long have you guys been the legacy of coaching in Camdenton? Has it been 40, 50 years?
Yeah, since 1975.
75, so almost 50 years.
Right.
Wow. Wow. So that's why we're calling it the Shore Family Football Legacy. So if you're watching this, there's going to be 5 different shows. We're going to talk about different eras of the Shore family legacy. So try to catch each of the shows as we go along.
Man, you guys do not want to miss that special series through our Community Spotlight, the Shore family. So awesome. So as promised, here with me, my good friend Casey Cloak, Executive Director for the Camdenton Chamber of Commerce. And Casey, we'll get right into it. I know this event, you've been working on it. It's a big one. Let's talk about this upcoming expo.
Yes, so we've got our Home Business Lake Living Expo coming up February 25th and 26th over at the Regalia Hotel and Conference Center. So that's one big new update that we've done compared to previous years. And the Regalia is going to allow us a little more room for our exhibitors and allow a little more flexibility on what they can showcase. So we might see some more water features this year. I know we'll see some mechanical items like engines, like Hewlett Chevrolet is coming in. So we haven't had them at the show in a few years, so we're really excited there. We've got a lot of new businesses too. So we've got a lot of returning exhibitors, but we've got a lot of new businesses that are involved this year. And we've got about 100. So, I mean, that's a great excitement that we're looking forward to. And the businesses that are represented, it's everything from your HVAC, plumbing, decking, construction, to accountants, financial advisors. So, you know, you think of home, there's all those different entities. We've got it. Business, we've got it. And then lake living. So one of the ones I'm really excited about, his name's Trevor. He owns Echo Fishing Shop. It's a new establishment in Camdenton that just opened last year. If you haven't checked out his business, he's got a lot of kayaks, paddle boards, fishing, anything fishing related, he's got it, which is very crucial in our community. And so he's got one of the big bulk spaces at our show. So I'm really excited to see how they're going to set up their display, as well as the additional businesses we've got showcasing there. There's just going to be a lot to see, and there's a lot of opportunity to win stuff too. I know you and I were talking before the show. You know, our exhibitors, a lot of them do hand out giveaways, but a lot of them do drawings too, where you actually get bigger prizes than just your traditional pen or bag clip. You know, things like, nothing against the chip clips. I love those things.
I need some chip clips.
We
so
love
please
the chip
keep
clips.
giving those out.
We do. But we also, the exhibitors will have a lot of great giveaways. The chamber as well. So we do a drawing on Saturday at 4:00, and you don't have to be present to win. So let's say you come out to the show Friday night instead. We'll still get your information. We'll give away a $500 gift certificate, a $300, and a $200 gift certificate. And those attendees can use those gift certificate with any exhibitor that's showcased at this year's show. So that's always a big draw as well.
Okay, so I want to know, as far as we switch the regalia, which is going to be great, a little more space. Oh, you mentioned you got home, you got business, you got lake living, but this truly is an opportunity, whether you've been at the lake forever or you're new and just visiting, you can kind of see everything the lake has to offer and the things that you would need. And is there a cost to get in?
No, I'm glad you brought it. So it's a free event. So we offer free attendance, free shuttle as well. So there's free parking at the regalia. All the parking will be held on site over there. They do have some large lots kind of further from the hotel. So we've even secured shuttle service. So if you do get a far away parking spot, we'll make sure we shuttle you right to the front door at the hotel. But you're right, you know, from an exhibitor standpoint, this is your opportunity to connect with primary and secondary homeowners. A lot of them are getting ready to plan a lot of big projects for their home. You know, they may do some remodeling or anything like that. So you see a lot of that discussion happening right there at the show. And then from the attendees' perspectives, yes, especially if you're new to the area, come to the show, check out, find out all of the different businesses and services that we have available. You'll get to meet a lot of the owners and managers right there on site. So it's really neat to put that face and connect, you know, handshakes. And just getting to know what's available to you.
It's one of the most valuable for, like, we talked about new people coming to the lake. When you go talk to the boat lift people or you talk to the dock bug people, whatever it is, you could really learn some things that you would never think of when it comes to living at the lake or vacationing down here. So really, it's just a great opportunity to go around and meet a lot of people, see some of their products and services. And on Friday, that is from 3 to 7. Correct. And then on Saturday?
Saturday is 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So and no show on Sunday. So we did kind of revamp that a couple years ago, which I thought was a really smart move. Friday night, we'll see a lot of business members, you know, stopping by before they officially start their weekend and come check out what's available. And then Saturday, that's when we see a lot of the families and the children come. So, you know, we do have attendees or exhibitors that'll have stuff for the kiddos too. So come on by. We're going to feature a lot of nonprofit organizations too this year. I'm really excited to we'll have like Missouri Forget Me Not, CADV, Kids Harbor, the Boy Scouts. We've got their innovation lab coming. So it's a great opportunity too as a new member to the community, or maybe you're not new, but you want to learn about what all is out there. If you're looking to get engaged in our community, maybe there's an organization you want to volunteer to. You'll get to meet a lot of them at this year's show too and learn more about the services and things that they do for our community.
That's awesome. You guys do not want to miss this. Again, it's Camdenton Chamber's Home Business and Lake Living Business Expo 2022. Before we let you go, Casey, one other project we've partnered on, we're really excited that's coming up, as we have some local political forums. Real quick, we don't have a lot of time, but touch base on those for me.
Yeah. So the Lake Area Chamber and the Camdenton Chamber, along with Lake TV, are collaborating. We've done this for the last couple years now, and we host candidate forums. So, you know, as a community member, you want to be engaged with, there's going to be a lot of different names on the ballot coming up in April. And so you may have not had the opportunity to meet those candidates. So this will allow you to do so. Now, it's not a public event by any means,
Right.
but we will broadcast it through Lake TV and the various channels. You'll be able to watch it. We are collecting questions as well, so visit Lake Area Chamber, our Facebook page, our website. We'll have those listed where you can click and submit questions, but we will be addressing, we've got, I think Camdenton has some contested positions for Ward 1 and Ward 3, as well as the Osage Beach Mayor, Camdenton School Board, School of the Osage Board, and Lake Ozark municipalities. There's a few various alderman positions. So we're asking them all to come, and we'll broke it out in different time segments, so you're not watching everything all at once. So we're going to break it out to those different levels, but it's going to take place, March 21st? Is that right?
Well, for exact dates, because we don't want to try to fit too much in, but you can check the first two forums, the 21st and 24th of March. Check out the Chamber's Facebook page or Lake TV's Facebook page, and we'll show you the exact times and what municipalities or boards are going to be up for those forums. But we're so excited about everything going on, especially the Expo, these forums coming up. Thank you, KC, for all you're doing for our community, and we'll look forward to having you back on soon.
Oh, we've got Dogwood Festival coming up. You'll see me soon.
We'll have her back on soon. We'll be right back on Cup of Coffee after this.
If it's happening at the lake, it's happening on Lake TV. From the polar plunge to festivals, parades, Aquapalooza, and boat shows, Lake TV has it all. Even the granddaddy of them all, the shootouts. If you're looking for places to party, things to do, or even a new home to move into, you've gotta love Lake TV.
So, man, KC, just awesome. I'm looking forward to that Expo. Lake TV will be there.
Yeah.
KB and Megan, and I mean, they're going to be doing interviews with some of the businesses, and of course, you've also got other events that weekend. But man, and we're so excited about those forums. And as we told you, you can stay tuned. We'll tell you about exact dates and times and how you can watch. But as important as national elections are, Chris, it really starts at the local level, and that's where you can really have your voice heard.
Yeah.
So you need to get ready. You need to become informed to get to know the people running for these local municipalities, and most importantly, get out and vote. And so we here at Lake TV will get you ready for that.
Well, and it is so important now. I mean, we find out now that the Camdenton School District is $84 million in debt because of all the crap they've been doing for the last 40 years. So school board is really important. These aldermen are really important. The mayor's really important. So the forums are so that you can be informed.
And get to know the candidates. And as KC alluded to, we started this, the last couple of years. And, it's crazy. The interest in this is becoming bigger and bigger. It's growing. And so we at Lake TV plan to continue to dig deep and continue to keep you more informed than ever before. All right, so you watched Super Bowl Sunday, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good game. Good game.
Yeah, it was fine. Rams took it 23-20.
Yeah.
Cooper Kupp with your MVP, 92 yards, 2 touchdowns. Aaron Donald very well could have won the MVP. He had 2 sacks, 3 quarterbacks hits, a tackle for a loss, including a big stop on that 3rd and 1, where Cincinnati was trying to come down and get the game-tying field goal, and they didn't. He stopped him, brought up a 4th down. So big game, kind of boring. I hated both teams. It's very unfortunate that Stan Kroenke gets a title, and he gets it in the worst town in America, Los Angeles.
Yeah. Well, San Francisco gives it a run for the money.
Yeah, there's a few towns up there.
Yeah.
But 23-20, Rams get it. Good to see Matt Stafford finally get a championship. But here's some cool things. Way more important than the game. How about some snap facts?
Okay.
Facts, Chris?
Yep.
All right. Second largest food consumption day in America is Super Bowl Sunday.
Really? What's
Behind
the first?
What? Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, so top 3 foods eaten on Super Bowl Sunday. What do you think they are?
You got wings.
Okay.
Top 3 foods. You got wings, you got nachos, and you got beans. I don't know.
Okay. Pizza's number 1.
Pizza?
How'd you forget pizza?
I don't know.
Hot wings is number 2.
I've never had pizza on Super Bowl Sunday.
And potato chips are number 3.
Okay, well, that
so
makes
some
sense,
kind of
yeah.
chips.
Yeah.
The second biggest grilling day in America behind 4th of July. 14 billion hot dogs are grilled for Super Bowl Sunday. At the Super Bowl in 2014, this was a random fact, 40,000 hot dogs were sold at the Super Bowl.
Wow.
And then Antacid sales go up the week after Super Bowl by 25%. And this is what's funny. The week after Super Bowl, that Monday morning, 1.5 million Americans will call into work sick.
Yep.
Probably a little hungover, probably a little overeating. So we're going to wrap up our NFL coverage for the year. We're really excited about next season.
I
with
just
the
want to
Bills.
remind everybody, I won the regular season picks, so I'm the champion. We kind of gave up the playoffs because
Well, after I owned the first week, everyone stopped sending picks and got scared. They took a page out of Andy's book. All right, so real quick.
I still want to say, though, the Buffalo Bills were the best team, I think, in the NFL this year.
Yeah, they still are, and Josh Allen is the best overall player in the entire league. I'm telling you right now, Buffalo's coming for that Lombardi Trophy
I
next
think
year.
so. I really think so. I think they very easily could have won it this year.
All right, so I told you guys about this last week, and I've never been moved like I have by this piece of art. So we're going to put this up. All right, so as you see this on screen, it doesn't look like a whole lot, right? It looks like a mechanical robot arm. And this is a piece by Sun Wan and Peng Yu titled Can't Help Myself, on exhibit at the 58th International Art Exhibition in Venice in 2019. And I'm going to share what was written about this because this was very moving. And this was on Instagram on November 9th of last year by the handle Cricket. And this is what he had to say. No piece of art has ever emotionally affected me the way this robot arm piece has. It's programmed to try to contain the hydraulic fluid that's constantly leaking out and required to keep itself running. If too much escapes, it will die. So it desperately tries to pull it back to continue to fight for another day. The saddest part is they gave the robot the ability to do happy dances for spectators while the spill was contained. When the project first launched, it danced around, spending most of its time interacting with the crowd since it could quickly pull back the small spillage. Many years later, as you see now in the video, it looks worn down and hopeless because the amount of leaked fluid becomes unmanageable as the spill grew over time. There now isn't enough time to dance, as it only has enough time to try to keep itself alive, living its last days in a never-ending cycle between sustaining life and simultaneously bleeding out. Figuratively and literally, as you see that hydraulic fluid looks like actual blood. The arm slowly came to a halt and died in 2019. But with a twist, the bot, called a Kuko Servo, actually runs off of electricity, not hydraulics. So it was working its entire life towards something it didn't even need, tricked by the system it was brought into. Programmed to live out this fate, no matter how hard it tried, there was no escaping it, as spectators watched it work itself to death. Saying that this resonates doesn't even do it justice. Again, created by Sun Wan and Ping Yu, named Can't Help Myself, true masterpiece. And the extended interpretations, the fluid, in relation to how we kill ourselves both mentally and physically for money, just in an attempt to sustain life, how the system is set up for us to fail on purpose, to essentially enslave us, and to steal the best years of our lives, to play the game that the richest people of the world have designed. How this robs us of our happiness, our passion, our inner peace, how we are slowly drowning with more responsibilities, less rewarding payoffs, and less free time to enjoy ourselves as the years go by. And that really moved me. Been putting in a lot of hours lately, been pulling a lot of all-nighters, really been doing a lot of work, and that really hit me and made me think, man, I got to slow down. I think we all got to slow down, because what is all this for anyway, right?
Yeah.
And that was a moving piece of art, in my opinion.
Absolutely, and a lot of times, in America, there was a study a few years ago that America is still the hardest working country in the world. People working so hard. Sometimes we work so hard we forget about our family, or we forget about our wives or our husbands or something like that. So things like that can bring that back to mind, and that really hits you hard, huh?
Oh, I mean, that's what art's supposed to be, right? You look at what art is for. You go to an art exhibit or to a gallery, and I mean, there's always good art. But that was something that really was beautiful because you see it, and when you realize the story behind it, it does just kind of tug at it, and it does kind of stop you right where you're at and turn the mirror on you and make you realize, man, what am I doing all this for? Got to make sure my priorities are in check. So as we look ahead to big weekend around the Lake of the Ozarks, of course, we told you about next weekend, but Mardi Gras Pub Crawl, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday this week. There's no transportation. Go to lakepubcrawl.com to find out more. Polar Plunge, Saturday of next weekend at 9 a.m. is registration. Strut starts at 10. PB2. You can catch the Strut live on Lake TV. There's a wedding expo Sunday the 27th
Really?
at the Lodge of Four Seasons. I think Unique's going to head out to that and get some ideas. And then also Saturday the 26th, a busy day already, but Captain Ron's open interviews from 11 to 2. They're hiring for all positions. Be a great place, of course. And then we told you about the Community Spotlight starting. New episode of What's Burning, and high school basketball season comes to a close for us. Of course, Thursday was our last broadcast. If you're watching this after that, coaches shows the next couple of weeks, but pretty great basketball season. We've got all 4 of our local teams, Eldon, Osage, California, and Versailles playing in Class 4 District 10. That tournament from the 28th of February through March 4th at Osage. Right here in your own backyard. Chris, what a week, my friend.
Yeah,
Big
greatness.
shout out Jill Ray, Daryl Cunningham, their entire crew. Can't do it without our crew right here. Ricky, Andrew, Megan, Chris, I'm Will. We'll see you guys next week.